Hello everyone and welcome back to Calmlands. This is the multiplayer co-op with Nordic Farming and we've reached episode number 89. We are starting at our brand new dairy farm this morning where Nordic and I have managed to work out the automatic feeding system. It jumped into life after some tinkering. Well, actually from us just restarting the game and server, it jumped into life. So the cows are getting their total mixed ration from this Lele feeding machine. I'm not sure if Lele is the way you pronounce it or if it's Lele or something else, but this is the Vector. Fantastic. Oh, I'm in the way of it. Better watch out or it's going to run me over. So this is feeding the cows quite nicely. And we still have the 56 cows, I think it is, in this dairy farm. We are going to expand it, but Nordic and I have a lot of materials yet to gather. And strangely, we have run out of grass. Yep, that's right, we have run out of grass. Despite us having huge quantities previously, we have turned it all into silage and used it at the BGA to make money. So that's why the bank account is looking pretty good. But to counter that, we are going to get our workers on track with mowing grassy knoll and boomerang for the first time. I'm just going round to our field. Oh, there's a lovely deer in the distance. There we go. Nice to see the animals in the wild. I will just sit here and show you the map of where the automated workers are going to do the mowing. So for context, our dairy farm is in the northwest of the map near area number 1 and 11 here. And if we zoom out, we can go all the way down past arrow up and arrow down. Arrow down is where sorghum is ready to harvest. We'll be doing that next job. But here are grassy knoll and boomerang field. And that is where we're going to set our automated workers going. The grass is toggled off, but if we take a look here, it is ready to harvest. And I think I can see one of our workers moving into position. So we should see this all mown up nicely by midday, hopefully. Alright, here is where we left our harvesters from last time. We harvested the sorghum in North Wall, and we have arrow down to harvest with sorghum as well now. So let's jump in one of them. We got the mother bin and the trucks over to this waypoint, ready to receive the sorghum, and there's one down the bottom of the hill, bottom of arrow down as well. So let's hop in. Right, Nordic has arrived, so we can get the harvester unfolded. Nordic has just been busy setting up the mowing workers. And the reason why we need grass really is because it unlocks the grass that we need. It can be dried into hay, which we need for the cows, and it can also be fermented into silage, which we need for the cows and for the BGA. Right, we are ready to get into harvest mode. So let's switch on. We're going to go this way around the field. So the auger and pipe is on the outside. Right, let's get this all harvested up. And then this afternoon, Nordic and I are going to set some more workers to windrow and forage wagon that grass from boomerang and grassy knoll. And then we are going to be doing some building, some more productions in our production zone. So that will be interesting. We are hoping to get all the productions from the base game. But leave this with us, and we'll see you when we're finished. Looping on around with the last quantity of sorghum, and it looks like our mother bin is still very full. Our worker did get a little bit stuck because there was barley in there as remnants of the last harvest, and our silo was completely full of barley, so we couldn't get that deposited into the farm silo. But yes, I'm thinking he is going to take another load of sorghum, so we can hopefully unload, although it looks like Nordic is unloading first, and I've got 6% left in here. There we go, we are emptied now. Fantastic. Lots of sorghum, which is good, and it's been nice to see the trucks ferrying back and forth from the mother bins, and then this truck to my left is doing the slurry runs from the cow farm and the pig farm to the BGAs. Actually, it's going to the farm silo for the farm silo to distribute to the BGAs, and that's been quite good, quite profitable. I think we've added the cow farm on as a destination as well, because the cows are making slurry because we haven't provided them with straw, so yep, there's no manure being made, just slurry. Now our trailers for the headers are all the way up the top here in Northwall where we left them, and we best get these harvesters back to the yard. They are in need of a service, but not too bad. But fuel is very low, and they could do with a wash as well, so let's get these taken back, serviced, washed, parked away, and then we'll go inspect how our mower workers are getting on with Boomerang Field, shall we? Nordic is parking up, nicely washed, serviced and refueled now. And I think Nordic is going to head off to the dealership. We're going to pick up a second windrower, so we can have two windrowers going at the same time. And I'm going to head off to Boomerang. See you later, Nordic. He's given us a toot. I'm going to head off to Boomerang to inspect how our grass workers are getting on. Very nice indeed. They are on the short rows now, so I think they did, by the looks of it, 3 headlands, or no, maybe 4 headlands. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 apiece, and now they are on to the short rows. There will be some long rows that go down the strip there. Now at some point in the future, Nordic and I are going to put a sheep farm on one end of Boomerang, either on this side or right the way down the other side over there. So we'll see how that goes in the future. But yes, this has all been mown openly, so we can get a windrower to come and gather it all up into a nice swath, and then that lays the track and route for the forage wagon to follow. And the forage wagon will take it all to the farm silo for us. Crikey, Nordic is coming by at some speed. He has got our second windrower, which is a match to the one that we had previously. So there are 2 of the same, which is nice, but at some point I think in the future we will look to potentially upgrade to a much bigger windrower and just have 1 of them, because that would probably be best for the space we have down here. Right, I think Nordic is going to do some setting up of our windrower course, and then we'll get our mower workers back here, drop the mowers off and switch to the windrowers. Okay, Nordic is back with the second set of mowers. We've got the Schluter set up with the windrower already, and we've requested our forage wagons come down here, so I think one is hopefully on the way. I thought he was close, but maybe he's gone on a detour. Aha, I can see him there in the distance. I think he's collided with someone. So, yep, that is very usual and typical of our workers. But yeah, we need to set these windrowers up ready to go. Now, our first windrower has arrived, the Schluter. I think they are just turning to get into starting position. And I think the New Holland Genesis is following just behind. These workers do like to do their random antics, but they will unfold and get started. And the plan is to get the forage wagons to follow them and deposit into the farm silo. My goodness, what are they doing? And they're off. The Schluter is away. Oh, watch my feet. And following behind it, the New Holland Genesis with the windrower. Right, that is them working and away. We'll get the forage wagons set to follow. And then Nordic and I will turn our attention to the production area and getting those things built. We are thinking that we need a bakery, we need a dairy, we need a spinnery, a tailor's, and a cereal factory. So quite a lot to build. First of the forage wagons has shown up, so we will get in position. Followed by the Deutz, the second forage wagon. They'll get in position as well. And away goes the JCB. Good luck, fellas. Happy collecting. Okay, we are back in the production zone. Nordic is just setting some trucks off to do various logistics. We've got quite a lot of operations going back and forth. The windrowing and forage wagoning is underway, and we've got some slurry logistics going on as well. But Nordic and I are going to get busy with the additions to the production zone. So we are going to build a dairy, a bakery, a spinnery, a tailor, and a cereal factory. So leave that with us, and we'll see you when that's all constructed. Okay, it's been a long afternoon of building, but we have made some additions. I will start down closest towards the river to the BGA area, and you'll notice a new building here. This is our dairy, the Milmond Dairy, and this is going to help by enabling us to turn milk into butter, and it can also take a feed of sugar from our sugar mill, which is right behind it, to make chocolate. So there we go. We are going to be making some chocolate, some butter, and some cheese as well. Yes, we can make cheese. So that is quite nicely sat here between the pallet factory and our grape processing unit. Now if we head on over here, next to the sugar mill we have a very similar looking style of building, but this is indeed a spinnery. So this is where, once we have harvested the cotton from South Bankfield, we are going to be bringing it to be spun into fabric, effectively, for us to then use in clothes. So yeah, we can put wool in here as well, once we've got a sheep farm set up. So that is the plan, but that is looking pretty good. Right, moving on, you will see next to us here is the tailor shop. So all of the fabric that comes from the spinnery will go in here, and the tailor will turn it into clothes. So yeah, that's looking pretty nice, and it's on the water, so needle and stitch, there we go, that's what it's called. Got a nice view out. Okay, into the biomass heating plant area, we've made some additions. So this big behemoth building over here is a cereal factory. This is going to take grain crops to turn into breakfast cereal, which is good. I think it can also take things like raisins and other sorts to make flavoured cereals. This little workshop over here is a bee pallet location warehouse. So we are going to place them eventually, but we'll place some bees and all of the honey will wind its way here. And that honey, I think, can go into the cereal factory to make honey cereal. And it can also be used for other purposes as well. So that is quite good. And then lastly, I think there is this building over here, which is kind of on the road because it is indeed a bakery for our folk to come and stop off. Oh, I think we've got to get the bulldozer out and do a bit of levelling here and some sloping, but that's fine for now. But this is the bakery that is going to make bread. So it looks very similar to our donut factory, but yes, it is indeed making bread. So that is the dairy, the bakery, the spinnery, the tailors, the cereal factory, and the beehive pallet warehouse. But that is it for today. We are going to leave our workers that are windrowing and forage wagoning the boomerang field. I think we'll get them onto Grassy Knoll next. But Nordic and I obviously saw to the harvest of the sorghum field and then enhancing our production area. But I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, remember to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you've got any tips, tricks or things you'd like us to do, then feel free to leave a comment. All that's left to say is, hope to see you again next time on Calmlands. Until then, catch you later. Cheers all, and bye bye.